Hi guys, it's Adam again from the Dipsy Dudes, and it's just a quick follow-up from yesterday. The main reason being because I actually have more footage to show you guys. I've actually captured some more stuff off the Xbox One, and I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about some of the things that I mentioned in the review. Obviously, I'm going to try and go over some of the errors that I made as well, starting off with the main voice actor, the guy who plays Max. His name is Bren Foster, and he's actually from Australia, or at least born in the UK, raised in Australia for a bit, and then has lived in America for a while, so kind of Australian, I guess. But the bottom line was the accent is still a bit off, in my opinion. It's a little bit off, and the performance isn't great, but in a game like this, it really doesn't matter. The game doesn't lose any marks because the voice acting is a bit off. This game is about fun. This game is about mayhem. Voice acting isn't a big issue. You know, this isn't The Last of Us. It's not a Telltale game like The Walking Dead where the acting is actually quite important. It's just about the fun, so we're not losing any marks because of that. And what I want to jump straight into talking about, because I didn't mention it in the review, is this map. Yeah, like this is the starting part here. You just have this small area of the map at the bottom to yourself, and you're driving around, you're thinking, this is huge, what a big, massive place. And then hang on, we've got a bigger place over here called Blackmoors. Okay, this map is even bigger, my god. Here's the next stronghold up the top. We've got Jeet there, that's the next big stronghold you go to, and you're thinking, how can this map possibly get any bigger? And then I've got a slow pan out here for dramatic effect. Yeah. That's how big this map is. It's absolutely massive. I've actually started a new game to capture new footage so that I don't put any major spoilers on the map here for you guys. And you can see here, you can see Gutgash, another awesome name. You got a mountainous region over here. You go up here, you got Pink Eye, another great name. And then Gastown, the fabled Gastown, which is obviously talked about in the movie Fury Road as well. But you look at the size of this map, and it's huge. And I've managed to travel to pretty much every corner of this map, and there's something new to see around every corner. It's really something special. You get a lot of bang for your buck with this game. The next thing I want to talk about, which I didn't mention properly in the review, and I'll just talk as this awesome car chase that I was involved in earlier plays in the background. Basically, I love the economy that the game has. You've got ammo, you've got scrap, and you've got fuel, and all three of them are quite difficult to come across, which is, again, it's accurate to the movies, it's accurate to Road Warrior especially, where they have the car chase at the start and Max has to scrabble, to get the fuel off the busted cars around him. Fuel is a valuable resource. Like Max has a shotgun in this game, and it's rare that you've got a full sort of clip of ammo to use. It's really hard to come across. And with the water, you can find refueling stations, you can find puddles where you can refill your canteen, and again, you haven't got one of these on every corner. They're really quite difficult to come across. And with the cars, you have to keep the car obviously filled, otherwise you're going to get caught out. But it's not like there's gas stations, petrol stations on every corner. You have to scavenge to find the fuel, and that makes the game even more accurate to the movies, and I do really like that feature. I like the fact that they haven't just thrown ammo at you, and they haven't said, oh, here's all the water you can have, and oh, there's fuel all over the place, just pick it up whenever you want. You've actually got to search for these things, and you've got to scavenge for them, and I really like that feature. I'll finish this follow-up just quickly talking about the score, because it was mentioned in the comments yesterday. Well, obviously you clearly love the game, so why have you given it an 8 out of 10? The game isn't perfect, it's not a sort of high, massive production value GTA 5 style game, you know, you can tell that it's not quite as polished as GTA 5, and the story maybe isn't quite as good, and when it comes to interesting characters, there aren't a mass amount of characters, but it's still an excellent game, you know. It's an 8 out of 10 is a good score, you know. This is a very good game. You know, for me, GTA 5, that's a 10 out of 10 as far as open world games go, and Mad Max, you know, it's not quite as good as GTA 5. I don't think anybody was expecting it to be, but it's an 8 out of 10. It's still an excellent game. You know, as I said in the review, it's a bit closer maybe to Shadow of Mordor rather than GTA 5, you know, that sort of production value, that sort of level of quality, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is an excellent game. It's out on Tuesday, and I highly recommend everybody goes and buys it. And make sure you do, and have fun, and I'll catch you soon.